everybody, and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon. I'm back today with another episode of Sands of Zehir. We're back with the full cast of crew today, which is awesome, to play yet another episode. So I'm very excited. Let's get started. We've got Strider Heap, Dungeon Master today. Strider, how you doing, my friend?
What's going on, guys? I'll do a brief recap in a minute after we meet our beautiful crew. And all I can say today is make sure you donate lots of monsters. We're going to have rare chat-donated beasts from the East.
My God, not the beast from the East. That's what's hitting us right now. That's what's making if my internet gets shitty today. It did go down once already. It's because I'm like snowed in the UK, which is to say like 3 centimeters of snow, which means all infrastructure in England has ceased to exist.
Yo, I'm in the same boat, but it's rain, and here in Texas, that done.
Oh, literally as that happened, my net did a shit. Thank you, Val, for the resub. And thank you to Scraticus for the raid. Welcome in, my friends. Welcome in. Awesome. We've got Strider with us today. We have Charlie with us today. Charlie, how you doing?
There we go. I'm good. Minor technological blip. It is very cold out here in the UK, can confirm. No snow here today, but there was yesterday.
Oh my God. Whereabouts are you?
Bournemouth, down right on the south coast.
Yeah, okay.
Nicely protected by the sea from any of the snow shit that's going on.
Feels bad.
Yes, I'm good.
Good. And talk to us about Kiana.
So I'm pretty sure last time we left off, she was in the middle of a fight with some dudes that chat sent after us again. She's gone through some stuff in the last 2 days. Has it been days? With the group. But she's definitely getting stronger. She's not getting smarter. She's still going to try and steal everything. So I think we're good.
Along with her friendly hand, Booper.
Booper.
Who assists. Incredible. We got Zippy Zippo with us today. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm well. I'm cold, but well.
I wish I could say I was cold. It's raining, and it's hot out because we're getting near summer and spring, and it's just disgusting in Texas. Hi, I'm Zippy Zippo. I'm sorry, I noticed something in chat. I'm Zippy Zippo. I'm playing Charlotte Weatherfields, a plane-shifting gnome from another dimension, who has been dampened by this plane, maybe due to Zehir and other wonderful things. I am being attacked by giant statues yet again, but this time it wasn't my fault. I didn't touch the bracelets. I did not touch the cursed bracelets, but yeah, the statues are after me.
Yet again. Incredible. And I'm
Yet
guessing
again.
there is no snow where our next player is today. Sil, how you doing?
Not even for a single day, ever. Literally. Oh, I wish we had snow. And it's finally cooling down here a little bit, though, so that's nice. Finally hitting out of summer, so more bearable. So I'm playing Syndra-ish. She is a Fire Ganassi barbarian, and she's here to hit things and take names.
Absolutely. Brilliant. And our last guest player today is James. Hey, how you doing, James?
Hey, I'm doing great. It was snowing here a week ago, but now it's just raining here in Seattle. I am playing Qual the Black Rose. He, for most of this campaign so far, has been a shadow sorcerer, but recently his involvement or his opposition to the minions of Zehir and their shadow magic has caused him to grow a bit unnerved by his latent power, and he has taken on the cause of the light. He is multi-classed into a cleric of the light domain. And this is the first session where I'm going to be playing that, so we will see how this dichotomy plays out.
Very cool. Just realised how English the stream is. I ask everyone how the weather is before we start playing. Oh man, brilliant stuff. As for myself, I'll be playing Morsam, the Tiefling Ranger, who is here to be pretty ineffective in every scenario, which is pretty much what I do best with this character. I think I've rolled above a 10 about twice, and when I do roll damage, it is very, very low, so... yeah, that's what I'm prepared for today. Before we get into today's session, before we talk about what happened a couple of weeks ago on our last episode, shout out to our sponsor at D&Dice.co.uk. They sponsor and support all of the shows here on Encounter Roleplay. You can go get 5% off on all of their dice using the coupon code Encounter Roleplay. They got a bunch of sexy accessories as well. I strongly recommend you go check them out. Also, of course, you can interact with today's show. When we hit 20 followers today, you guys get to decide something which happens next in our campaign. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, knowing the sounds of Zehir. Also, when we hit 20 retweets on this tweet, we'll have another viewer decision as well, where you guys get a chance to help or hinder the party. And of course, donate to affect the game, give players nat 1s, nat 20s. Wild magic surges have been flying around aplenty, both in this campaign and our earlier one today in Call of Cthulhu, so... I'm excited. Let's make this happen. And straight ahead, why don't we talk through a little bit about what happened last time on the show?
The king is dead. The king of Citadel, this capital, Ocean City, King Yeardley, was assassinated right in front of the players. Assassinated by himself. He slit his throat with a dagger, presumably under some kind of mind control. It is confirmed that it's him, and it is confirmed that he is dead. And... he is unable to be brought back. The new king is one Octavian, King Octavian. He is a greasy, one-eyed old man who his first order as king was to end slavery in Citadel. People are still unsure how to feel about him. It is rather fortuitous for him to become king now, but he's doing good. Last session, leaving the castle of Citadel, our group bumped back into their old friend Jericho. Jericho, of course, being the agent of chaos, eerily charming leader. Followers, not a religious cult, but zealots nonetheless. He offered them something. He knows the hideout of the followers of Zehir, the Saif al-Din. He knows where they're staying, and he is willing to tell the party so they can go confront them and stop all this senseless murder and terrorism. But, of course, he needs something in return. He asked the party to please return to the castle and steal me the weapon that killed the Red Dragon Corpse outside, which should be Head Knight Casper Gwyn's chalk. She is an alchemist that caught a dragon on fire. The party is currently split on if they should actually do this. Listen to him. Could be dangerous in the wrong hands. Who knows? But none of that matters, because we ended last session with a dragon attack. Chat helped me decide that a giant dragon flying in from the ocean is going to beset all of Citadel. Running up to the castle for aid, the party encountered moving statues, the handiwork of the Saif al-Din. They are maybe not behind this, but they are definitely not passing up the opportunity to kill people and harm Citadel. After dispatching these statues, the dragon is almost on the town, and looking up this grand marble staircase is King Octavian, the one-eyed man, wearing his ceremonial kingly vestments. He's looking much more ceremonial than actually ready for battle, but he has a longsword on his side, and he says he is going to go deal with this dragon personally. A much different approach to what King Yeardley would have done, which is hiding under his throne. Para, one of the head guards, and King Octavian are walking forth out of the castle, leaving the party in the hallway to go confront the dragon. The castle is entirely empty. That means the treasury, Head Knight Casper Gwyn's room where she keeps her chalk. And yeah, it is up to you guys where you want to go next, individually or as a group.
All right.
So you guys tell me.
All right.
I seem to remember we were heading back to the castle to get Syndra, who had been laid out there or something, right? We'd had to leave her behind. So we were going back to the castle. We were arguing about the whole chalk thing.
Yes, I
But we
remember
were going to go
arguing.
meet Syndra there, right?
Yes, Syndra was, in fact, beset by the same curse that befell Shallot just a few episodes earlier. I think it was power outages.
That's right.
Darkness envelops the body. You cannot move or talk or interact with anything. And the paladin, Robin, upstairs in the castle needs to rub his hands on you for about one session, which takes about a week. It seems.
Brave Sir Robin.
Also, if I could Onionverse donates £15. The Great Onion is love, the Great Onion is life. All the PCs get a natural 20, as well as a magic onion. And Forbrand has to balance this out. All players get a natural 1, and Strider gets a nat 20. God damn.
All hail the Onionverse.
That's a net loss for us.
I'm
Strider
pretty sure
didn't get a nat
Shaman-
one.
Zippy, are you donating to yourself? Onionverse.
No. What makes you think that?
But wait, we got magic onion too, right? Well.
Oh,
that
what?
was-
I mean,
Oh, man.
I don't think the magic onion has any real purpose. But certainly it is magic. It is
That
an
is
onion.
certainly not for him to decide.
That's very true.
Strider, I mean.
I have a
Chat
bag of
said that
magic
also-
onions.
Who am I to interpret the
Oh.
will of the Great Onion?
We'll let Strider choose what magical effects random onions have. They could explode. They could be onion grenades.
I think
Knowing
we
this
need more
campaign-
explosives.
No, we don't need explosives. God damn it, Alex. Stop it. All right, so we're headed to find Syndra. We're in the city right now.
No, we're in the
You are
castle.
in the castle. It is very eerie in here, even more so with people gone. This castle is of a madman's design. Staircases end randomly, statues begin abruptly, jutting out of walls. But the party can somewhat remember at least the path they took that one time. And soon enough, they are in that little chapel. Syndra is awoken, laying on a bed, and there's no sign of Robin in this little chapel upstairs at the top of the castle, nor is there any sign of his pet griffin, Helia. They are presumably off dragon slaying.
Have we found her at this point? Is this us approaching?
Yes, Syndra, you recall running forth in the sewers to grab one of the Saif al-Din, these followers of Zehir. He, in fact, was probably the one that tried to kill the Emperor. You ran forth, you put him in a headlock, and now you're waking up in a bed in the chapel. That is.
I'm just waking up. I haven't been sitting here for a while. Literally just regained consciousness.
You can be sure of where you are, but you don't know where anyone is, what's happening, that kind of thing.
Okay. So I see them coming through the door of the chapel.
Shell puts his hands up. All right, guys, we gotta be right about this.
Charlotte knocks on the door.
Oh, hello, Syndra. Are you decent?
I'll look down at myself. Yes, Charlotte, is that you?
Oh, yes. All right. Doors open. I think they're just normal doors,
And he just kind of like pushes them open.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hello. What's going on?
We're under attack by a giant dragon, and we need to find a piece of chalk.
What he said.
Exactly.
Have you seen any chalk, Syndra?
Not in here. Perhaps elsewhere. I don't know. Whose chalk are we looking for?
We need to find the Red Knight's chambers somewhere in this labyrinth of a castle. You wouldn't happen to know where that is, would you?
DM, would I happen to know where that is?
This is the first time you've ever been inside of Citadel, so no, probably not.
When exactly did we agree to this whole stealing of the chalk thing? Do you not remember what
Right
it
now, this is when we agreed, because you never make a promise with a demon that you intend to keep.
I remember the conversation now. I remember.
Exactly.
But yeah, Syndra, do you remember the baby dragon that attacks the airship?
Yes.
Baby Dragon's mama just showed up, along with Baby Dragon in the harbor. So, that's a thing.
Wasn't my fault this
what-
time.
When are we leaving Citadel?
As soon as you're with us.
As soon as
Alright,
we get
let's
that
go.
chalk.
Picks up his stuff and starts equipping quickly. Yep. All right.
You guys are all prepared, ready to go. Syndra, you get your back. And you have the whole castle in front of you seemingly empty.
Let's find his chambers and get there. Get that chalk.
Of course.
Let us Scooby-Doo around then. As far as Scooby-Doo rules are concerned, are you guys going as a group or are you splitting up to run in all different directions?
I'm sticking with the group.
Sienna technically has a map based on the various rooms we've been to so far. So could I use that to help inform where we start so that we're not literally running all over this giant labyrinth of the castle?
It is, you've never been to her room
No.
specifically, but you could use process of elimination.
I feel like that's
Some
what she
kind
was
of-
going for.
Yeah, some kind of intelligence or related check for me to see how well you do.
I mean, if you said no, that's fine. But because I'm guessing she would sleep somewhere near where the king sleeps. Would be my logic. As soon as my sheet opens, we will find out if Sienna figures anything out.
The opening of the sheet is representative of Sienna trying to dig around in her pouch.
Yeah,
trying
she's
to
trying to
find
find the notebook.
the map. I will use this opportunity really quick then. Since you are digging around in your pouches, you see a rust-colored bag, obviously the one you put all of Jericho's explosives, his massive bombs inside. 9.
But you have a night 20.
I will use my nat 20.
If you want to use a nat 20 on this, I will let you, and you will be
Why
able to go directly there.
I've only just blown once, so I seem to remember last time it was running across a bridge or not running across a bridge. I forget what was going on. But you know, heroically finding the room and priorities. So
You know where it is. You don't necessarily have to tell everyone else. Anywho, you are digging through your pack. You have this little rust-colored satchel, this little bag that the bombs are magically held inside, and you pull it out, set it next to you, reach in, feel fabric, leather, pull it out, and you have a second identical rust-colored bag. Looking back and forth, these two items are almost completely identical. In fact, I'm going to say you would be unable to tell the difference between the two of them. This, of course, not telling you quite what it is yet, is a little bit of debauchery that was donated specifically to Sienna by Anonymous. But you can worry about your magical sacks later. You have the map.
That's what I've heard them referred to as that, but okay. Worrying about it later.
Yes. You know exactly where her room should be. The initial floor plan of the castle, anyway, did have some rhyme and reason to it. All the other stuff seemed to be recent add-ons under King Yeardley. Are you going to go there? And are you going to bring everyone else?
I think because there is a dragon attacking the city and I'd like to live rather than, you know, cause them to go on a wild goose chase and we all eventually die, I will take them up to the room.
Thank you.
Shallock is on Morson's shoulders.
Come on.
All right, let's go. For glory.
For chalk.
And the chalk. Yeah, and the chalk. You got it, Morrison. Good job.
You guys trot into the big grand hall, walk behind the little bar stool that King Octavian's using as a throne, into the hallway behind there, and sure enough, there's the king's private quarters on one side, and 2 doorways on the other. One is locked, almost cartoonishly so. There's big links of metal. There's big padlocks. There's metal welded and bolted to the door. And you guys might even see some shifting, shimmering, waving sigils and runes. The other door should be Casper's. And I will say, upon opening the door and glancing into the room, it is very barren. She's a minimalist. She has a little desk with a little makeup palette on it. A little closet kind of thing where she keeps equipment. There's swords and books, and there's a bed. That's pretty much it.
Well, we've made it.
All right. Now the chalk could be in this room, or
Looks over to the giant vault-like door.
it could be in that one.
Yeah, I feel like she might keep it well hidden.
I
Well
feel like
protected.
she has the chalk and she's bamboozling us. It's in that door, but you can't get across it.
Someone said bamboozle. That is my trigger to ask for investigation checks to see how well you guys are bamboozled.
A bamboozle.
Absolutely.
I will roll that.
Qual is bamboozled. He is heckin' bamboozled.
I'm pretty boozled.
Will, what was that you said about not rolling above a 10?
Right? That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, this is sad. A 4, a 9, a 7.
My negative
2.
1 on my
I mean,
intelligence.
how do we know she doesn't have it on us, or are we assuming there's more than one piece of chalk? Is that what the logic is?
Well, here's what happens. You are saying that, digging through the closet, if you will. Allow me to make
Yep.
you do that. You push swords to the side. You see a little satchel. It's full of alchemist fire, crushed pine cones, random bits of grass tufts, alchemy ingredients. You throw that to the side. There's a heavier one. You open it, and I'm going to say probably 100 little pieces of chalk, all in different various states of use. Some brand new, some little nubs. Spray out and fall all over the floor.
Ah, nerds. Oh, man.
Ugh.
You know what? I'm still feeling the bamboozle. But I'm pretty sure one of these chalk, or none of them are. Wait, they could be magically replicated. This chalk is supposed to be all powerful, right?
Right.
It was pretty powerful.
Pretty powerful.
I would like to investigate whether or not these chalks have magical properties, as in, like, are they illusions?
That is closer to an arcane knowledge check, I'd say. Let's see it.
Knowledge check. All right. Knowledge.
You got arcane? Is that a
Oh, yeah,
skill?
arcane. There we go. Yeah.
Haha. All of them are completely normal pieces of chalk. There is nothing magical about any of this bunch. That being said, you don't know if that's going to appease Jericho's wishes or not.
All right, well, they're not magical. It just looks like they're little pieces of chalk.
But wait, he did just ask for her chalk, right?
Yes, this is her chalk.
And we didn't really want him to have the super powerful chalk, but we would still be upholding our part of the...
Maybe we should spend a
Improvise.
little bit more time looking and just like take 8 of these as backup.
Yeah,
And I
those
take
are
8
back
of
up.
those pieces of chalk and I put them into my bag of holding,
I have a feeling that Jericho
or
might
into
be
my magic bag.
he might be able to decipher that those are fake ones.
Qual, with your nat 1 you got earlier on investigation, I'm going to say you have, from all this chalk falling on the ground, a nice filmy white powder on your hands and probably some on your dress as well.
Cool.
Or is it a
not
red
the
one?
black dress. That's going to be a
I need to
nightmare to
get
get
a
out
new-
of.
I need to get some combat ready clothes and not this formal wear.
Oh yeah, we were all dressed up to go to the dinner, weren't we?
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, let's try that door then, you think, Charlotte? Point towards this
Yes.
vault.
Well,
Vault 101.
now hold on. Are the rooms conjoining through this wall?
They are not.
Okay. All right, so we can't blow up this wall to get into that room.
Well,
You know what? I think. Do we still have those explosives?
Whoa, no. Bad idea.
I thought you meant was there like a doorway. There is one stone wall between these two rooms. They are like next to each other, touching.
Right.
I will give you that, but I thought you meant is there some kind of doorway back and forth?
Well, since I don't know if we can disarm this magically trapped, locked, bolted door, I was just gonna blow up the room to get the wall to get into the other room.
I like it. It's a good solution. Sienna doesn't like it though. She saw what a tiny bit the explosive did.
Yeah, blew up a wall.
So, do you guys want to try to lockpick this, or do you want to blow up the wall?
I think we let Sunny do what she does best and open up the door with as least explosives as possible.
All right, Sunny, go for it.
Okay, using my history as a tomb robber, how do I feel I would best approach this door? Do I send Booper with a lockpick, or do I think the glyphs around it are likely magical and therefore need some sort of dispelling? What can I do to find out?
Just straight up lockpicking, you could already know is probably going to get some kind of spell cast on you.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking we're going to need to remove the glyphs in some way or safely trigger them from a distance. Although, if they are alarmed, that would, of course, let Casper know what we were up to.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if Casper would understand.
I got it. And he digs into his satchel and pulls out an onion and tosses it at the door.
Roll 3d8.
Nailed it.
At the door or at the wall?
At the door, because they're talking about tripping the alarm.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
An 11.
Can I get some dexterity saving throws from you guys?
Oh.
From all of you.
Wonderful.
Why do you do
I have to
this?
say, though, Alex, the blowing up of the wall is brilliant. I would be so down.
Yo, Syndra's not even here. She's standing around the corner. Y'all blowing shit up.
Y'all blowing shit up.
Hello. That's +3, so I'm an 18.
There you go.
Sunny, Shallot, Morstan, and Syndra. Syndra, you'll take no damage. The rest of you will take 5. Qual, you will take 11.
Ow.
Ooh.
Okay.
The energy is almost reflected, rebounded off this door. There is soot on the floor, ceiling, walls, but the door looks completely unscathed. It has all rebounded and come right back at you.
Magic door.
It seems to rebound any force that is thrown at it.
Shallot runs towards the door.
I stand back. I go back round the corner.
Yeah, I want to hide down by that makeup table.
If you're going to like shoulder butt the door, you can roll me a will save, like a wisdom saving throw, I'd say.
He wants to enter the vicinity of the door to see whether or not it's just rebounding projectiles or anybody or any physical object, creature, being that gets close to it.
You are able to get right up next to it. Nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys, you just don't throw anything at it.
In fact, I want you, since you are up close, to roll me another Arcana check to see if you know what these sigils are.
15?
15. You cannot quite make them out. They are very, very advanced and very, very old. In this kind of language being used, these symbols and stuff, there's one sentence written above the door that doesn't do anything. It's not magical. It's just a statement. And that's the only thing you can decipher and read. This one reads, Para's bedroom.
Para's bedroom. I would like to cast Comprehend Languages by touching the door to see if I can find a way to understand the sigils.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw again, please.
Okay.
There is as you reach out to touch the door, there's a little bit of arcane energy, not fire, lightning, just pure raw magic. And you know what you're doing because you used to be a professor and you are master of the Onionverse. So as your hand touches, you can wave it aside, touch the door, and the runes quickly become apparent. There's reflecting projectiles, reflecting heat, reflecting cold, exploding if the door is opened. In fact, it seems there's no way in or out of Para's room, even for Para. He is very, very secure.
These are very old runes. Simple spells, but they're amplified by how old and ancient the runes used to set them into this door.
Yeah.
If we blow this up, we're all gonna die.
Nat 20. I was waiting for that. You may have noticed I've been rolling some dice.
Mhm.
You guys hear panicked panting and heavy footfalls coming from around the corner down the hallway. Someone's still in the castle, and they seem to be coming this way.
Oh. They might not be happy with us.
Oh,
Syndra's gonna stand herself like in the middle of the hallway of wherever it's coming from.
okay.
Right in the middle of the hallway?
We need to hide. Oh, I got this.
Shallot walks to I assume that there's like a corner that everyone's hiding behind, and he kind of throws up a
Gross.
yeah. He throws up a minor illusion of a wall that looks exactly like the walls that are leading up to it. So if somebody was running down the hallway, they just think it's a dead end.
Is there any shadow in this room? Maybe some darkness being cast by like a changing screen or something like that?
Yes, the light outside seems to be fluctuating rapidly, as if lightning is crashing down all around you. But yeah, there's plenty of shadows in the closet behind the doorway.
Yeah, I make my way into the closet behind the doorway, and I cast darkness, which just enshrouds the entire closet in this area of impenetrable pitch blackness.
Okay.
I can see through this magical darkness because I'm a shadow sorcerer, but anyone else, it's like a wall.
There is the blackness closet, the fake wall doorway, and... Sorry, did you say you were standing out in the middle of the hallway?
Behind wherever he's put the wall of illusion.
Oh, okay.
So if they decide that is not a real wall, I'll be right there to stabby them, hopefully.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm probably also in wait.
You guys are well hidden. I don't even need to make you roll because that was actually some smart thinking. The out-of-breath person rounds the corner, and you guys see the brilliant red hair, outfit, and panting face of Casper, the Red Knight. She runs forward, almost falling over, shouting at the top of her lungs, Duke, or King, Octavian!
I look to Morrison. Do we jump her?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm maintaining
Meld.
the illusion.
All right. Sindra, on our mark, we jump her.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready.
She kicks open the door to the king's chambers. Oh gods. Okay, where the hell is she? Okay, she pats her pockets, turns and bolts into her room, not even noticing that the door is wide open. She runs over to the closet, feeling her little pouch on her belt, and stops when she sees solid blackness. Qual, you see a furrowed brow and a confused look on her face.
Well, unless she tries to reach her hand in there, I'm not doing anything.
I feel like Sunny is literally just holding her breath at this Like,
Yep.
she's in pitch black and she knows something's going on, but she's not sure what.
We just suck in.
I look to Morrison and Sindri. All right, we're gonna move along this wall. I'm gonna maintain the illusion so we can get right up behind her.
Okay.
Eh. What she would probably see if she turned around and notices the
It's a
wall
moving
is kind of
wall.
closing in on her.
Ever.
Oh, is this a slapstick sketch now? Like she looks around, isn't that wall closer? And then we inch
We
closer.
stop.
Casper kind of timidly sticks the tip of her finger into the darkness and pulls it back really quick. The people here, you know, are all extremely paranoid about floating stasises of shadow. She looks at her hand and then reaches in, not stepping in, but starts reaching for where the chalk bag was before it fell to the ground.
As she does that, I'm gonna basically jump on her back and try to grapple her.
Roll me a strength check.
Goodbye, wall.
As she does, the wall just like blinks out of existence.
Sindra, we said wait on
Oh,
our
sorry, that's an
mark.
18. I forgot that's set to advantage. That's an 18.
Damn it, Syndra.
Not bad at all. She is completely not expecting you, so the arms go up underneath hers, back up, pull her to your chest. She's wiggling and fighting and kicking back at you, but seems pretty thoroughly subdued.
I walk over to Casper.
Madam,
What the hell is this about?
madam, shh,
Shout
madam.
it.
Shh. We're gonna have to borrow your chalk. You're all powerful, game changing chalk.
What the hell are you talking about? And Syndra, let go of me. And that's Qual, isn't it? The big darkness. That's
I poke my head and my right hand out, and I wave and I smile and say, "Yeah, that's me. Good to see you again."
And Booper comes scurrying out of the dark because the dark doesn't bother him, and he's carrying the bag of chalk to give to Casper.
he has like a lip of the bag, like between these two fingers and the
Yeah,
other
I mean,
finger.
like-
Life's hard for a severed hand. What the hell are you all doing? The king's in danger. The city's under attack.
I know, but we need the chalk to save the city.
We need
That's-
the chalk now, and I like sort of pull on it to sort of, put pressure on
She means it.
the thing.
Ah, what the hell? That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to grab it.
You really
just
like
let me use it.
chalk. Good. Then come. Then really?
Oh,
Oh,
well, this is just
that's awkward then. That's
just
funny.
the awkward, most
That's-
awkward. Yeah.
Because we came in here to get it, and you came in here to get it, but miss
Oh,
crossed
man.
wires.
Crossed wires.
Classic.
In fact, you know what, Sidra, release her.
Really
I don't know.
reluctantly, let's go.
I have no idea where the chalk is. You know what? I think I know who has it. Where's Sunny? Sunny! Nope, she's not here.
This is no joking matter. What are you even going? You can't even use it. It's chalk.
We know that.
Have you seen the king?
Which one? The fat one or the
dead one?
the dead one?
He's dead. He's probably in the graveyard now.
Yeah, we kind of
King
burned
went
him.
to fight the dragon. We passed him.
Her face turns
Somewhere on the
from
way.
red to complete white, and she's just, what?
The old king, and I pull out his severed ear that has the little sigil on it. Here, this is all left of the previous king, and yeah, Octavian's in charge. Who are you talking about, Octavian or ear?
You know damn well I am sworn to protect Octavian by any means, and he's fighting the dragon. I need
Oh.
that chalk now.
Right.
Where is
Um,
it? We don't have it.
We don't have it.
We
We
came
came to
looking
take
for
it. We came looking for it. Exactly.
You two can both roll me charisma checks. You can use.
I'm equally bad at all of those.
At this point,
Let's
Sunny's
say
gonna come
deception.
groping out the darkness because she can't see anything. She can just hear all the voices.
8 on my deception. What is this game? What is my life?
Sonny, they say you have my chalk. Do you have my chalk? The city's under attack.
That would affect this.
I didn't have your chalk. Why would I have your chalk? We came here looking for you. The chalk. I don't know. What was our lie?
Lie.
Don't remember.
We're here to save the world from Zehir.
There's a dragon
And the
in
dragon.
the cast in case you missed that.
And
Tidal
we
waves.
we need the chalk. So here's what we do.
I'm going
Casper?
to have every single one of you arrested for impeding my ability to do my job.
I know. And I don't want to be arrested. I don't like manacles, and I don't like shackles.
Or bracelets.
Or bracelets,
He
or
likes them too
necklaces,
much. He likes bracelets
or-
a lot.
whips, or chains. Actually, chains are pretty
She
nice.
lets you keep rambling. She
Lips
runs
are
over
alright.
to her makeup kit,
Eh.
flips up the little lid, and takes a single piece of chalk out of it.
Oh, I would
Just
never
this
have
one.
thought it there.
Classic.
Sprints
Classic.
out of the room, stops in the doorway just for a second to throw a glare at you guys. I've not forgotten about this.
Oh,
Cinder's running after her.
See you later.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should
And I have-
follow.
I have 40 feet of movement per round now, so I'm
dear.
gonna say that I'm most likely faster than her.
You are.
Yeah, I'm gonna like run, jump, grapple her to the ground, essentially.
Okay, shit. Roll me a
So
grappling check, please.
I'm gonna rage as I do this too.
You just get so angry as you run and tackle her. You're like, fuck.
Alright.
Shallot's still in the room. And I don't like crocodiles. Don't wait. Where did everyone go? Oh, uh-oh.
With your 2 10s, even with advantage, and her 11,
Unbelievable.
she's able to turn around. She doesn't kick or punch, but smotches you in the face as you're trying to grab her and just, city's in danger. What are you? And she kind of stops and looks Syndra in the eyes and just,
She's not with us.
you're one of them, aren't you? You're one of those Ardians. You're probably working with the Saif al-Din.
No.
I would
No, that's,
never.
the opposite of
No,
that.
no. We got the guy who was killed the king. Who have you guys? She's just very stressed out. This is she's a fire genasi. This is workout for her. In fire genasi culture, that is hug. You were just not ready for it.
That's hug. Oh man, remind me never to meet another fire ganassi.
No.
Oh
Just be
boy.
very careful around their cooking. They have some strange.
Her eyes start to squint and her knuckles turn white as she starts gripping the chalk, very much in the same fashion she did when she blew a hole through 6 stories of castle, or when she made a big wall in front of her to protect you guys from the darkness.
Syndra's gonna back off.
Why are you trying to stop me?
Look, we
Because we
need
need the chalk.
the chalk.
I need a piece of chalk to protect the king. Why are you trying to steal all my
Wait,
chalk?
wait. How do you use the chalk?
Yeah.
I'm an alchemist, you idiots!
So you draw
Have
a
you not
circle and lay a matrix upon the circle.
In the most simple of terms, yes.
Oh.
Hey, friends. We've been really stupid.
Yep, we've been duped.
Must be a Wednesday.
Oh.
You know what? We'll take all this chalk, and you can have that chalk. How about that?
So you do have my chalk.
No, that's this.
No.
This is from
But we-
Arts and Crafts store.
Yeah. Booth is just like crawling along with his bag of chalk.
May I please go do my job?
No, you go.
Please,
Be-
please, by all
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Go.
Miss Sanders, why are you
Save the
still
city.
here? Why are you still
Be a
here?
hero.
Go, do
She
it.
turns, starts sprinting, almost already out of breath, and with a finger pointing at you guys. You're all under arrest. I hope you know that. And she disappears around the corner.
We'd better not be in this city by the time that dragon's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Strangely,
No,
not
because we're
I-
screwed.
I pat my pocket and I say, well, I've got like 8 pieces of chalk in this bag. So we should be fine.
Right.
If that's all Jericho wants, we'll be great.
Exactly. So we should leave the castle, go and hide out Jericho will find us because that's what he does.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He's basically Q.
We should hide from the dragon because dragon doesn't like us much.
Nope. Not ever since that I traumatized that poor dragon baby.
We need to not fall off the earth boat onto the hippo swamp. That would also be bad.
Yep.
Agreed.
Or the hippocampus.
Agreed.
Yep.
So,
Syndra, how do we get out of here quick?
is there like a giant cannon?
I think you probably have better idea than I do.
Wait, is there
There's a hole
an
Don't
air?
in
know.
a
this place.
bathroom that leads down to sewers.
Let's just go
That is
downstairs
nice.
until we find an exit.
Good idea. We could go to the sewers of those creepy rat folk guys.
They were quite friendly.
They are
What?
quite friendly.
Skeven? I mean, rat folk? I mean, you.
Some of them were quite pretty. in
There was
fact.
a tide of vermin down there.
Oh,
Like-
man.
Wait a
Ugh.
sec.
Like 2 whole tides.
Oh, man.
A vermintide, you'd say?
I'd say at least 2 vermin tides.
I feel bad for the Reichlands. All right, let's go.
Such fucking nerds.
Look here, right
yeah.
there. There is, in fact, it's actually, if you recall, really close to you guys. This is the same hallway that man used to try to escape after he assassinated the king. So you take a left where Casper took a right, and you were in the bathroom with a giant hole. It has yet to be repaired because it has been a couple hours.
This time I'm going to grab my rope so that we can kind of ascend a little bit more gracefully than just falling down into the water with a great big sploosh.
Great. Love it.
Go sploosh in the slooge.
Ooh, I don't like that.
You guys recall where the traps are, step around them. They have not been touched, moved, nor more have been added. The animal folk, the cats and rats, are all gone. The evidence of their drug peddling is still here. Their big boxes, their little bags, all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
It's still here.
Oh,
Even the
babies.
paperwork.
Samples last time?
What's that?
Did we take samples last time? I have a distinct
You did.
memory that we did.
Yeah.
Charlotte opens up one of the crates. What is this? It smells like mushrooms.
Yeah, they're magical mushrooms, Charlotte. They have magical properties to them.
Oh.
Like your onions.
Well, don't mind if I do. And he reaches in and grabs one of them and kind of like just throws it into his mouth. You know, in hindsight, it probably wasn't. Maybe I shouldn't stick everything in my mouth, but it tastes pretty good.
As a
Roll me a
general rule of thumb.
Constitution save.
Unless you're a toddler, that's a bad idea.
Charlotte, you're going to start seeing through every single layer of the onion verse. You can see similar
going-
worlds unfolding around you. You can see different worlds unfolding around you. You can see everything, but it doesn't stop. You start seeing more and more, so much noise, so many people, so much stuff happening simultaneously in your mind. It's really quite overwhelming.
I
And
was counting for that nat one. They wanted that.
Oh
Here,
man.
Here, take my magic onion.
Whoa! And then all of a sudden, the onion like grows eyes and lips. Don't you dare eat me. Okay, Mr. Onion. But what's going on?
Charlotte, I think it's
What?
best you just have a lie down for a little bit, you know?
There's sheep everywhere. And he looks at Morrison and he looks like a sheep. Roast mutton! Oh, good gosh, what happened to you? He looks over it. Sonny, oh no! Calliope! Why? Oh, what are you guys doing here? You guys aren't supposed to be here. Wait, does that mean that there are other shallots here? Oh God, I don't think I can handle this. And then he just passes out.
He's gone inside.
I was going to say,
the
yes, he
onion
just
verse.
flat on his face. I can't handle this. Kaboom.
He's gone inside the onion matrix. He's seen too much. I think
I'm gonna.
That's not what you guys see.
Hey,
You guys
Cinder,
see-
carry him.
You guys see Charlotte climb up into a box, grab something, stuff it into his mouth. He starts gibbering, not using words, just complete gibberish. foams at the mouth a little bit and then falls flat on his face.
There's probably more sand knocks him out. Sorry.
Boom on the head.
All right.
He just sounds like a skittering gerbil.
Yeah.
Hey, Cinder, can you carry him? We gotta move.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Yes, absolutely. And I pick him up, toss him over my shoulder, and start running down the hallway.
What are you thinking,
Yeah.
Qual? We spoke before that you wanted to get to Citadel. That's still on the books.
Wait, we are in Citadel.
Oh, the other place. The names.
Ardalhara.
Ardalhara, that's the one.
I do want to get there. I think that's a great idea. But we should meet up with Jericho and see if we can find out where the hideout of the Seyfaldine is.
I agree.
Because if we know where our enemies are, we can choose to go there, or we can deliberately choose not to. I think randomly wandering into their hideout is just as bad as not knowing.
All right, let's get somewhere safe where Jericho can find us.
If we wander a little further, do we find the like rat courtesan street?
Yeah, completely abandoned, but rounding the corner, going down the little ramp, there is that ooey gooey corpse from earlier, the melted brick of the walls, and of course those big iron bars that trapped him earlier are completely disintegrated, just melted. This part of the sewer might not even last very long. It's kind of turning into goo, but you guys can walk through it and you're free to go. It lets out at the very end of the campus of hippos.
I like the music they produce here. Let's get out of here. Do you know? Oh, maybe we could go to the tavern. You know the tavern with the woman where we met.
The blessings and something else or something,
Sure.
right? Oh god, what was her name? I wrote that down last week and I definitely don't have that notebook right now.
Blessing and cures.
That's the one.
You guys are thinking of Maria at the Blessing and Wineskin.
That's the one.
Blessing and wineskin.
And that is where you last saw Jericho as well.
Yes, that bit I remember.
Let's get a drink from Maria.
Let's go there.
It's up to you guys. You tell me.
I think that's the only place we know that Jericho
If
is
it's
going
still
to be.
there.
If
I
it's
mean,
still
we were
there.
just leaving there when the dragon arrived in the harbour, if you remember, so that
is
was kind of close.
True, in which case, maybe we just want to get out of the
Jericho
city.
always finds us. I'm not too worried. I think we should just...
When we're on the hippo campus, straight out, are we outside of the city walls, or are we still within the walls?
You would be out into the mush in the marsh.
Right.
You could either just be leaving Citadel, or you could be climbing up some kind of support ladder to get back up into the city overhead.
I say we should try and find Jericho at the last place we saw him, and then if he's not there, we just book it from the city.
All right. Fair enough. We got a way out if we need to use it, but let's see if we can find Jericho first.
If that is the consensus, you guys exit the sewer pipe, this one being clogged up and not used. There's no sewage to muck through, and there is a maintenance ladder upwards for anyone joining us. New Citadel is built level with the ocean, but it sticks out after the waterfall. It is built on almost like pyramids, giant triangular square basins. And as you guys are climbing up the ladder, there is a terrible, terrible flash, bright white, not orangish or red like fire, but solid white light coming from the top of the city. It only shines for a few seconds. And afterwards, you hear the rumbling, the thundering wings of the storm dragon. And they get quieter and quieter. It's leaving.
Looks like it's headed out of the city. Maybe our night friends saw a way to it. Oh, how close are we from the tavern right now?
You guys crest the surface. There's people in houses looking out windows. There's worried whispers in the streets. There's city guards telling people that everything's okay and to calm down, return to your homes. You'll be fine. And if you guys want to work your way there through people now coming out to see what the hell's happening, you guys can elbow your way through crowds on these tiny walkways and make your way there.
Let's do it. Let's get there as soon as possible. Try and avoid any knights along the way.
Just citizens finding their way home.
A dot in the sky, you guys can spy Robin and Helia flying overhead back towards the castle. Guards are trying to clear the ways and make people go about their business. You guys have a destination in mind, and looking up over towards the harbor district, you can in fact see this thing the size of the horizon leaving. It's not hurt, it's definitely alive. And the astute among you might even spot a smaller dot flying next to it. It seems to have left on its own volition.
Did the king do that?
Maybe.
Is that his doing? How powerful is that one-eyed old man?
I didn't get the sense that he was that powerful, but the last one did just assassinate himself, so...
Is he a homunculus? No, wrong series.
Shallot rolls over in Syndra's arms.
No, he's just fat.
Come on, let's get in the tavern to find Jericho.
You guys walk in. There's heads poking out the windows. Maria's standing in the doorway. She looks ecstatic when she sees you guys. Is everything okay? You're back. The dragon's gone, right?
Looks like the dragon flew off on its own volition. It's gone now, though.
You guys elbow your way past her. She's still in awe watching this thing fly away. And every single face is pressed up against the windows or trying to see out the front door, except for one shadowy booth in the corner. There is a man in a raggedy dress sitting there in the shadows, staring at the table.
Hello.
Is this our Raggedy Man sitting in the shadow?
Hello, Raggedy Man. Do we know you?
Who are we to judge? We're in evening clothes and have been in a sewer twice today.
Okay, fair.
This raggedy man, of course, being Jericho, still wearing the dress. He has discarded the dirty mop he was using as a wig.
Hello, Jericho.
Quite a bit of excitement today, wasn't there?
Indeed, and we have some exciting things for you as well.
I always find fate, serendipitously, always provides an alibi. So, friends, did you find what I asked for?
I found what you asked for 8 times over, and I hold out the bag and I dump out 8 pieces of chalk.
A huge malevolent grin spreads across his yellowed teeth. He pushes them left and right, and then almost as soon as it showed up, it fades. What? No. No.
Oh, yes. Yes.
He picks one up and looks at it, rolls it in his fingers, breaks it in half, looks at it, and licks the end of the chalk dust. This is chalk!
Shall
Boy, it sure is.
wakes up at the exclamation
That
of
one
chalk.
right.
Of course it's chalk. It's alchemical chalk. You gotta, what? Oh.
Shallot, you are still coming down off of the hallucinations. You see shadows wiggling all around you in this
Wow.
dark corner of the temple. They're watching you. They're moving towards you. They're dancing across all of your friends except for Jericho. They are reaching out towards him, but they can't quite lay their shadowy tendrils on him.
I tug on Qual's cloak.
Is that you?
Shadows.
shadows.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Remind me, never eat Ratman mushrooms.
and I
Don't
hey,
eat anything you find in the sewer ever. The sewer is very bad for eating.
Hey, Shallot,
Yes.
don't ever eat Ratman mushrooms.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Well remembered.
This is chalk.
That's what you
Specifically,
asked.
You
It's
asked for the
Casper's
chalk.
chalk. It's not just any chalk. We went to her room and we specifically stole it right in front of her. It's very specifically her chalk.
His eyes are red with fury for but a moment. His frown twitches as he makes a gross noise with his mouth closed.
Hey, thank you, Amy.
It's stupid chalk.
I laugh nervously with him.
The big secret
Oh,
weapon,
yeah.
that's not going to
Oh,
help
yeah.
us much. And he just drops it and he dusts them off the table and they fall to the ground. Well, sometimes you win sometimes you lose some. I am, if anything, a man of my word. So I will, of course, be escorting you wherever it is you wanted to go.
The Temple of
Yeah.
the Zavaldine.
Yes, that's right. You wanted me to take you to the safe Haldine.
Did we want him to take us there, or did we just want to know where it was? Like a little X on our map.
Well,
Originally, he was going to draw something with the chalk.
And he was going to give us a plan to how to get in as well.
Oh.
All
I
of-
have been stewing a plan over in my mind. You're only gone for a matter of an hour, but it's almost like I had 3 weeks to think about it. And I know precisely how I can get you in undetected. If that is something you'd be interested in.
undetected. Like an
Detected or
illusion.
unprotected? Because one of those is better than the other.
Hmm.
Honestly, it's a little bit of both. But they will not know where you are, and you will have your weapons, your swords, your all that.
Well, that's one thing, because my people have a saying, always use detection.
Shut up.
Very specific saying. I don't know what it means.
Qual, did you bring protection? Well, of course I have my bow.
I've got mage armor.
There is another person elbowing their way through the crowd outside now, and Maria's shrieking. All right, back to the bar, everyone. You got tabs to pay, even if there was a dragon. You're still alive, you still gotta pay bills. She comes in, a couple of the people still look out, some dejectedly start returning back to their seats. And in shining armor, through the front door, you guys see a knight stepping. This one emblazoned with a big griffin on his chest. A tuft of blonde hair, and you guys can spy Robin. He puts a hand up and kind of squints as his eyes are trying to adjust to the darkness of the tavern.
I noticed Robin coming.
We're still wanted criminals here.
Oh yeah, if we could get out of the city safely, that would be very nice.
Join the club. I would suggest finding a mop and putting it on your head. That works for me.
Also, I just wrote a wild magic search here for Yami. Happy subiversary, Yami. When caster next enters his home, it migrates 1d20 miles.
That is so tricky.
That is difficult.
Well, we don't have a home
I
yet.
don't have a home.
The bar.
I can work with this. I can make it work. I will tell you when I do. We might not see that for another session, though. But I will tell you exactly when that happens.
Nice.
So come back next week and find out how our home migrates 20 miles.
Find
Or
out
wherever
next
it was.
time.
We build it on the back of a turtle, and it get. Oh man.
A mechanical sloth. Like Baba Yaga's hut, but just like...
Yeah.
With the rooster legs. Oh, good God. All right.
Jericho kind of hides his face like this so Robin doesn't see him. And when Robin lays his eyes on you, it's not a declaration of there they are. There's a big grin on his face. Oh, there you guys are.
Hey, Robin.
Aha, hey.
Good job with the dragon.
Yeah, superb.
No, don't. That credit is the king's alone. He dealt with that. I am not ever one to have favorites. I don't do that. I don't pick people I like more than other. I have sworn fealty to whoever is sitting on the throne, but there's something special about Octavian. I like him.
Wonderful. Wunderbar.
And that is why I am here. He has, of course, requested your presence. I was supposed to show up, but then there was a dragon. And if you recall, he has set aside some land for you guys to homestead.
That's right. We were going with you to the castle, and then the dragon attacked, and we've been running around the city like crazy people this whole time.
Everything worked out just fine, like we planned.
And here you are to found us again.
There's a rumor that we may be fugitives of the law, but...
Strange
Yeah,
rumor.
so if we're technically under arrest, does that mean that our little plot of land is taken away from us?
We're immune to that, right?
You don't look very arrested to me.
I agree. Very well said.
Yes, but a national hero thinks that we are. The Red Knight.
No.
There was a big misunderstanding. We were outside her door. She thought we were going into her door to get
She had a
Very
stressful day. There was a
Very
dragon
stressful.
attacking. She didn't. She misunderstood.
Very confused.
She
We were
called me
trying to
mean
help.
names.
Okay, his eyes kind of fall to Jericho. Anyway, I should probably take you back to the castle then. You know, like it's kind of my job. You guys might be under arrest.
We just need to straighten this out.
No. We're
I do
under
appreciate
stress.
you being honest with me. Honesty is very important, and I know that Head Knight Gwyn will take that into full consideration.
I mean,
Oh,
couldn't
man.
you overlook this just once? Maybe have a conversation with her and say,
I think we should just go speak to the king. The king is a good man. Maybe don't think that you think he killed
should speak to the
Deirdre.
king.
How is the king?
the new
What's that?
king. Huzzah!
Yeah,
long live the king.
I think we should.
Long live Octavian.
I think you should go talk to him. And I'm gonna take you there now. You know how these things work. You guys are gonna come with me, I guess.
All right.
He'll never take me alive, copper. And he like gets on Morson's shoulders.
Tries to leap into the onion bass.
This is silver. This isn't copper. This is.
Oh,
Anywho,
right.
yeah. This was homesteaders only, I'm afraid. And he looks over towards Jericho, and Jericho doesn't look up, doesn't say anything.
Oh, we just stole his table. Don't worry about it.
All right, then. He walks over to the front doors to hold them open and watch you guys exit through. Whoever's last in line, Jericho's gonna...
Yes, Jericho.
Sonny, this place is not... There's lots of guards around. There's a big catastrophe. I should probably peace out, as the phrase was. The place you're looking for, the name... They're holed up in an old Imperial Collective building. It's called Wyvern Keep.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of this place.
Okay, and you guys will be ushered out if you're not gonna fight against Robin. He will escort you to the castle.
Wyvern Keep. So we got Dragonbone Hill. We got Wyvern Keep. Are we gonna find Drake's Landing?
I think we
Could
found
be.
Drake's crash landing.
Oh. So, Morrison, you said you heard of Wyvern Keep. Well, tell me about Wyvern Keep.
I saw it on a map, is what I mean by having heard of it.
Maybe we should discuss this later. We're busy with Sir Robin right now.
That's right. we're
I
being
look over at
arrested.
Sir Robin. He's not paying attention to us.
He's just humming to himself. Brave, 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 brave Sir Robin.
See?
He's singing his own theme tune. What a dick.
Don't worry, I sing my own theme song all the time.
I know.
Explorer of the Onionverse. It's a work in progress.
To expedite this a little bit, if you guys will be brought in front of the king, we can go there. Are you guys?
Yeah, we
willing
have
to
just
go
hit
there?
a viewer decision, so we might not ever
Random
get
encounter out in the middle of the desert, and I am going to cast my vote for the beast from the east.
there.
No!
What? All right, nice. So, what attacked us? Great. Aside from the beast in the east.
Beast
Desert
from the east,
encounter.
Norm of the north.
Nice.
Hopefully not another Androsphinx.
Chip
but
from the south.
we'll see.
What about Sphinx Telea? Whoa.
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Okay. Let's keep going.
That was a deep cut Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Wow.
Hey, you
A
guys,
guide
do
in
you
a
wanna,
little- Yu-Gi-Oh.
after Saturday anime stream, do you guys want to start doing like a Yu-Gi-Oh stream?
Yeah,
Okay.
Saturday morning anime followed by Sunday afternoon Yu-Gi-Oh.
I will do it. Anywho,
And then Saturday evening Sonic.
I'm not up for that one.
Sunday
Anywho,
Mario?
we'll talk about this later. You guys are shown into the
Production
throne
meeting
room.
after this.
You guys are shown into the meeting room. Viewer decision, please get me a desert encounter. It could be an Androsphinx, a beast from the east.
Oh, an Androsphinx.
The beast from the east.
boy.
Yeah.
There are some killer suggestions in chat right now.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at that anymore.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Polar's up. You've got bullets, scorpions or half scorpion, half man, dude from Scorpion King, giant ants, dope, or Wilmers, which are Wilmer Delicious, I believe, a reference to that time that Sydney put makeup on me and I roleplayed as a character named Wilmer Delish for the best part of every video.
Was that when the corset was on?
No, that was post
Different event.
corset time. Yeah, there have been many viewer decisions where I have been forced to. I say forced. I obviously love it. Play Wilmer Delish. Yeah.
That was the only way he was going to get me to DM. You had to put the corset on
Yep.
in the production meeting.
You do
of
what you
course.
got to do.
Anywho, the castle is a bustle this time, even more so than normal. There's folks in here to see the king, ask what happened. There's guards shooing folks away. You guys are traveling with Robin, him behind you, not openly putting his hand on the hilt of his giant claymore, but he's keeping an eyebrow on you guys. Walking into the throne room, the dinner tables have been moved to the side. There's a bunch of guards in here. Folks are being asked to leave. Casper is right next to the little stool Octavian's sitting on, and he's holding his head in his hands, kind of like he has a headache, rubbing his one good eye. You walk in, and Casper instantly stares daggers at you. Your liege, this may not be a good time, my liege. Your liege. Sorry, I'm not good at the politeness stuff. Robin, get to the point. I brought the homesteaders here. I can take them away if you want, put them in jail. Why the hell would we do that? Well, sir, about that. I found them. No, never mind. He looks up at you, regarding you guys with his one sky blue eye, and there's a sigil burning in his eye. Like hot embers, bright white. I have given you a picture if you can see that.
I'd like to cross-reference that sigil with the many sigils in my Sungazer book.
You can roll me a quick Arcana check right now. It'll be really difficult, but you can try some more later once you have time to actually sit in the book. And
Yeah, it's more of like a quick reference.
yeah. 21. This is some kind of very holy thing, some kind of celestial level stuff going on. Beyond that, you're not quite sure.
All right. Well then, that's something to note. And he like kind of licks his finger and he kind of goes like this. Just anybody in the room would just look like he's like licking his finger and like waving it around in the air, but he's kind of like making a mental note for himself.
You friends, you picked a very bad time to visit Citadel. I swear it's not always like this. One thing after the other.
Okay. Just
That's
been
how
a,
it goes.
yeah, we get it. There's just been a small understanding. We've been looking to kind of clear up with you before it becomes a thing, you know.
Yes, there's some things I wanted to talk to you about as well.
Oh, good.
You go first.
Yeah, no.
Your Highness.
Yeah, it sounds important. Our thing is just really small, low on agenda.
Where's the bookkeepery one? And you guys see the little ruby glasses and the little blue beret of Fuji, seemingly coming out of nowhere. He's been here the whole time. Peeks his head around you guys. Yeah, royal accountant, I guess. What exactly is it you do here? I look at numbers, and I compare those numbers to other numbers, and if the first set of numbers is, okay, I've heard enough.
How do you cook books? What is that? I've heard that saying. I don't understand.
You see, Morrison,
Is it tasty?
he is what we like to call, us in the magical field, math magicians.
Mm.
I love that phrasing. That can I use that? Okay, anyway, as I was trying to say. You can tell the rest of your friends here what you told me about King Yeardley's homesteaders. Oh yeah, it seems as though King Yeardley was receiving a substantial stipend paid in gold for each homesteader he brought over here into Citadel. And anytime he asked, the Emperor back home would send him people and money to pay for those people. And the interesting thing about their mortality rates, you guys are the live ones right now. Over the last 5-6 years, yeah, you guys are the ones that are alive. I did think there was quite a deficit in homesteading going on. His stipend a little too much, if you catch my drift.
So, we're broke? Or are we rich?
On the contrary, we are very, very rich. Most of the money going to building asinine things in the castle, which I will begin dismantling effective immediately.
Okay.
It seems the homesteaders were disappearing, never to be seen from again. We suspect slave trading.
Ooh, so you mean King Yeardley was trading his homesteaders as slaves?
Not a bad racket, making money for accepting them and then making money for selling them, and then you need more.
That guy,
That's heinous.
that's a dick move, as my people would say.
That is ingenious.
Shall it? And
I mean,
bonk him on the head.
I mean, hear me out. It's rude. It's evil. Don't get me wrong. Slavery is bad, but he gets a stipend to give to the settlers, and then he sells the settlers to slavers to make more money. He gets double profits, none of the work.
There is
That's
something
ingenious.
Knew
remarkably.
all of our names. That's twisted. Who learns the names of the people they're gonna sell?
I mean, if he was gonna sell me, I hope it's somewhere very safe and, not connected to any ethereal planes and whatnot.
Yes, the mechanics of evil are, in their own way, impressive.
It seems as though fate, or whatever you would call it, had a different plan for you, though. Crashing out in that desert, though killing most of your crew, possibly saved your life.
That's a weird way to think about it. But maybe you're right.
And, the king being conveniently assassinated as we turned up in his castle was... Never mind.
I pull out the ear. So, let me get this straight. The king has been selling Easterners as slaves, and he was murdered by the Savaldine. So the Savaldines are the good guys? I'm terribly confused.
Well, they still killed the king. He might have been as my people would say, a dick.
The Ardians are not to be trusted, not just the Saefaldines, the whole lot.
I mean, they still
But they
killed
do-
the
Castor
king.
kind of elbows him when he says that, and he's like, what? And he looks up at Syndra. Present company excluded.
No, I wouldn't trust her at all either.
Mm-mm.
Especially
I mean, she
around
tried to kill
food.
us.
Yeah, she tried to kill us.
But
Just the once.
That's
That
all it
brings us-
takes, really.
Syndra, you weren't trying to kill them. The king just said it himself. You saved their lives.
Exactly.
Anywho,
Oh,
So, we're not being sold as slaves. And we're not...
certainly I will not do that. There is the matter of your stipend, however, and the promised plot of land. There has been a few attempts in the past, one or two to settle more land, but for the most part, it's not turned out successfully. I would like to turn less of a blind eye to this expansion effort. I would like to take an active role. Come visit, see what you're building, help you along. And your stipend was already mostly spent by King Yeardley. All I can offer you now as startup fees would be 30,000 gold pieces.
Oh, well, that's all you can offer. Are you kidding me? That's incredible.
wait, is that 30,000 each or 30,000 as a total?
As a total, of course, I will need you working together as a team. Now, I already have decided which plot of land to give you, but what you do to it is up to you.
Oh,
We need to make a statement. The last time this place was settled, it was attacked. And we need to show the world and the Ardians and this safe whatever that we are not to be pushed around so easily. So I have here for you a deed to your new land. And Fuji will pull a little thing out of his pocket, hand it, shallot.
Duh.
You have been handed the deed for a plot of land and a fort named Wyvern Keep.
ah.
Wait a minute. Wyvern Keep?
Heard of that one, I think.
That's where the Savaldine is. He's working for him. I swear it.
Oh, Charlotte, not now.
Not now, Charlotte.
Thank you, almighty king. That is very generous. Very generous indeed.
I will be sending people to help, of course. You'll be receiving many of the people who are paid to be building here at the castle. I no longer have need of them. We will start you off with 150 eager young workers to do whatever it is you need to do.
Right.
We will send them along the way as soon as we can get them squared up with their tools, but the land is, of course, yours. I am not electing any one captain or ruler over one another. Decisions will have to be made jointly, but as far as the numbery stuff's concerned, I don't see any need here at the castle anymore, so you can take Fuji along with you as well. He will be playing your accountant from now on.
Of course. And we will be hiring another accountant to keep eyes on the accountant. And he looks at Fuji. You seem like a nice guy, but I don't want you embezzling.
Oh, yeah, I've never embezzled, but I'm probably not nice.
Good point, Charlotte.
And we'll get another one to watch the second one. Let's have a chain of accountants watching each other.
Yeah, like a circle of accountants.
But then, if we're paying all these accountants, we won't have any money for them to be watching, except for their own expenses. This sounds like a very expensive plan of yours, Charlotte.
Accountants are expensive, I hear.
Accountants are expensive. But that's why we capture them and we put them in cages.
I lean over to someone and say, hey, is 30,000 gold actually a lot? I've lived in a cave for most of my life.
Sounds like a lot.
It sounds like a lot, but watch. We're going to get out there, and then the lumber costs and the stone costs and the mortar costs are just going to be inflated. And this is, yeah. And then it's going to end up that we're just laundering money for the king here.
The building materials are rather expensive and hard to come by here. So that is just for a start up. I would like to not support you forever. I would like you to become self-sufficient. But as long as your endeavors are moving in the correct direction and being spent on the city more than yourselves, then there will be enough coming in.
All right.
Whatever it is you require. The 30,000 can be for whatever you want. That is your money, after all.
Oh wait, we did just get given like a rundown keep. Huh. Hey, who wants to go to the tavern? I'm buying.
Maybe first we should talk about that other small matter, very unimportant really, that we came to the king with regarding our...
Stress?
Yes, involving stress and arrest. It was a stress arrest.
What is this arrest about?
Well, sir, when I was looking to find you, they so happened to be in my quarters.
Are your quarters off limits? Like Para's?
Not like Para's, no, but it is my personal property.
Well, this doesn't seem a legal matter for the king, then, does it?
We heard it was her birthday.
They were trying to steal my chalk and then attempted to tackle me when I came to save you.
That was just Syndra who did that again.
Yep, here,
I was unaware that I needed saving at night.
Looks like you handled yourself pretty well.
We did.
Yes, I'd like to think so.
Well, it's the principle, sir. If they were trying to stop me from saving you, and if you did need my help, I mean, I'm no expert in dragons, but I have helped Citadel out before in similar situations, and...
Well, Citadel's fine. No harm, no foul, right?
I'm not so sure you should be that lenient with them.
That's how
We're
the law
about to be
works.
Into the middle of the desert, a place where most people seem to die. So it's nearly a punishment.
if it makes you feel better, the person that we brought your chalk to said it was completely useless. I mean,
Oh my god!
The person! Were you selling this? Was this some crazed fan?
Crazed, yes. Fan, no.
Paul, do you have that chalk to hand back to the lovely Casper so that she knows it's still here?
In reparation.
Oh, yes.
You
Here.
can give it all back to her and she counts it and...
So, I believe you at least owe me an explanation and probably an apology.
That would be, legally speaking, fair in my eye.
Oh, an
Charlotte?
apology, of course. Oh, great. Red Knight, we are so
Don't
deep.
you ever call me that.
Oh.
Great warm-colored night.
Kind of a burgundy.
Yeah, more of a...
Send you some pie for our new settlement at Wyvern Keep.
Exactly. And
A warm purple.
the explanation for why we were trying to hawk your chalk is because
Oh, your chalk.
there was a small group of orphan kids who really wanted to learn how to draw perfect pictures of their great heroes, Octavian and the Red Knight. and they didn't have any chalk, but they had a little bit of coin, so we were just gonna sell it for a gold piece of a brick, a chalk, a stick, gold stick.
You are evidently ever the truth teller, Shallot.
I want to turn to Mawson and just be like, this sounds worse than what we were actually doing.
Anything for the
is.
kids.
It truly is.
Well, the egregious lying aside, Casper, do you wish to press charges?
I'm normally the one that asks that question.
Well, yes, but it was against you this time.
She regards you all for a second, bites her lip. It had better be the best damn pie I have ever tasted in my life.
Sindra will make it personal.
And I'm holding you to that.
Okay, yeah, we'll let Sindra handle the baking.
Syndra's onion pie. That's how you'll know it was from us.
Yep, Cinder loves to bake.
I do love to bake.
been
It is
said,
true.
there is a lot going on. There are dead people, missing Emily's, dragon attacks. There is quite a bit I need to get to. So
Yeah.
if you will simply take your money and leave.
You're a busy man, of course.
Don't have to tell me twice. Let's grab this money. Let's hit up a bookstore, and then we can finally get out of this place.
On his little stool, he kind of wavers for a second and then grabs his eye again. Sir, do you not... Maybe you should rest. This has been the craziest day in the last 15 years.
Yeah,
I'll be fine. And Head Knight Gwyn, you can see them out. I'll be fine. If I can handle myself against a dragon, I can handle myself against the peasantry for a few minutes.
yeah, but you might want to get some rest because your eye looked kind of strained there and weird.
The sigil is already starting to fade, though it
Oh.
is observable.
All right. Well then, see you later, King Octi. I'm gonna catch y'all later. And I start carrying the bag of 30,000.
It's
It
not
is
like
a
a small house worth. Like,
That's a lot of gold coins, yeah.
I'm probably going to say it's in the form of vouchers, maybe a few platinum pieces.
Yeah,
There's-
a coin, about 50 coins is 1 pound of weight, so that's about 600 imperial pounds of gold if it's all in gold.
So
He's
there's
not going very fast. He's just
There's a new
pick
system.
one hippo of gold.
They count it in hippos.
Little pieces of
How
paper.
many hippos is it?
Little pieces of paper will represent certain shares of the.
All right, then.
Here's 100 for you, 100 for you,
Stop
100
giving
for you.
people money.
No, I'm giving y'all money. 100
Oh.
for Qual, Marcin, Sunny, Sindra, and
What do I do with this paper? Do I eat it?
Nothing.
Booper will look after it for you, and like Booper takes it and sits on your shoulder with it.
Oh,
that-
okay, here you go.
I,
Keep it
I
safe.
am your accountant. I'd like to be on a payroll.
and I pull out a $20 note and hand it.
Right,
Here you
with
go.
your Name on it.
Buy yourself
Roll it
something
up.
pretty.
Don't spend it all at once. All right, let's agree not to spend any money until we decided what we're doing with all of it, because that's a lot of money. I don't
We
even
need
know
to
is a
figure
lot
out
of
how we're getting to this wyvern
how to
keep.
keep. It's like 30,000 more gold than I've ever had. So let's pool our resources, maybe get back to the tavern, have a drink, like Charlotte suggested. All the best decisions are made with a drink in our hand.
You know what? I think we should invest in the bar.
No, that's
No.
The bar has a backstory. Nobody's asked yet, but that place actually, like, the established the
almost
backstory.
definitely
They-
not
they
what
are
we
back
Maria,
taxes.
Maria's my buddy. We should go and see Maria.
We should go, and then we should be investors, because think of it, we'll have revenue coming from the bar to continue paying for our improvements.
Listen,
And
if
also
stuff
that's-
keeps happening to Citadel, like the stuff that's happened in the past week, I don't want to invest in anything around here. It's going to be rubble within an instant.
And that's why stocks are so low. We can buy them cheap.
You know what? I'm so down for this investment plan. We should invest in the blessings and whatever it was called, and wineskin.
Casper sees you guys out towards the front of the castle, you all discussing your investment plans. Casper lays a hand up on Syndra's shoulder before she leaves, kind of holding her back.
Syndra just judo throws it down on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know what Syndra's expecting, maybe a snarky comment or a threat of some kind for tackling her, but you see something different. You see a little bit of compassion in Casper's eyes. Hey, I don't want you to think down of King Octavian. He has a chip on his shoulder.
I think he's doing fairly good work. I mean, he's getting rid of slavery, and that last guy seemed like, well, he seemed nice, but he was actually, a bit of a dick. So if this guy seems like a bit of a dick, but is actually nice, then fine by me.
Syndra, he wasn't always so anti-Ardian.
Oh yeah,
if you
that
will.
thing. Yeah.
Believe me, I have very little love for the people of Alhara.
You could have just
It's
stopped
funny.
with love, I think.
You should phrase it that way. He actually has too much love for your people.
Oh dear, that sounds bad.
It was before I was born, but he did have a wife.
Oh boy, where's this going?
She was an Ardian woman, straight from Alhara. And since she died, there's been a chip on his shoulder, but I don't want you to think less of him. He's a very good man either way.
Straight out of O'Hara. Seems like a nice guy.
That is the name of the LP I'll be dropping, so...
Hot mixed.
Anyone loses a son and a wife, and they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. But he doesn't mean it. He does highly respect your people.
Yes, well, there are some things that can be respected, but some parts of the lifestyle that is not so.
I
respectful.
don't ask you to forgive his behavior. Just trying to see where he's coming from.
Oh no, I forgive him fully. I think he has valid viewpoints. So
He has a heart, spot in his heart, and it hurts him. He thinks
I
back
can
about.
understand.
I was there when it happened. It was an attack. We had a place close by the Citadel, and that was back when he was reigning Duke, and there was people back and forth all the time. The attacks hadn't started so heavily yet, but one night his wife was killed. There was nothing I could do. I wasn't in charge of protecting him at the time. I was trying to protect his son. And this is 15 years ago now, but he disappeared. Out from under my watch, there was nothing I could do. And he was kind enough to still have me work for him, even after I failed.
How old was the son when he?
Yeah, how old was his son when he disappeared?
Oh, 12, 13.
And how old do we estimate, this is out of character, how old do we estimate your character to be?
Right?
Like 28.
I'm going to say
There's
that
a
Sindra
mental
with
math.
her -1 intelligence does not make that connection, but alright.
Sunny's busy talking investment with Charlotte.
So what you gotta do is you gotta buy low, hype, sell, profit.
He's a good man. I failed my job, and I vowed when he kept me on that I would always do my very, very best from now on, and never sleep a wink if he's not super protected. So
You do your job very well.
I'm not sure about that. Not with days like today, but that is neither here nor there. You have arrangements to make, equipment to purchase, and a wyvern keep to inspect and prepare for, so I will leave you all to it. And Sunny, that had better be the best damn pie, I am not forgetting. And before you have a snarky comeback, she's already turned around, is walking away.
No snark. Pie promises are very important.
We're not really gonna make her that pie, are we?
No. Are we?
I'm not sure how well it would travel, but if she ever visits, we could make pie.
Oh.
Yeah, we could. Oh my goodness, we'll make the best pie. Tulip, as he opens up his locket and looks at the little miniature of a young gnome girl. Tulip used to make the best pie.
Well,
Tulip,
we'll get back to her. Don't worry, Charlotte.
she's dead.
Yeah, I know, but
On the subject
that
of
didn't
investment-
stop us before with that old lady in the graveyard, remember?
You're right. Wait, do you want to exhume Tulip's body?
Do I want to? No. Will I? Yes. Yes, I will.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we're on that level of friendship where we'll just exhume each other's significant others' bodies whenever we need to see them.
That's a new level of bromance.
I was not prepared.
You know you're good friends when.
You know you're a good friend when you'll exhume somebody's body.
I need like a doodle of Gravedigger, Charlotte and Gravedigger. Awesome.
Bro, you owe me for this, man.
No, dude, totally. Like, next time I'll exhume your mom, and we,
Shut up, bro.
dude, bro.
You're exhumed.
Oh man, you're doomed, man.
I'm so exhumed right now.
On the subject of investments, Sunny is gonna reach into her bag of holding and pull out some of the gold shit that she stole before we left, and be like, "We can use this to invest. That's then not, touching our new funds for Wyvern Keep."
Well, see, I feel like we need to invest in a lot of little shops in Citadel. So we at least have some reason to come back every month or so and collect on the revenue.
That's actually not a terrible idea. It would be good to have something keeping us linked to this city.
Exactly. So if we invest, we can get some extra revenue, and that way we don't have to always rely on Celestial Eye McFats a lot. I mean,
King Octave.
Octavian.
You want to run that by me again?
I think we should start with the Blessing and Wineskin. It was the first place we came to, and ever since we've been here, strange stuff has happened, but we got good directions while we were there. Maria
Since-
has always served us the good wine.
I sense that place has a backstory, so I agree.
Let's go talk to Maria.
We should definitely go check out the backstory of that tavern.
Later that night, after the tavern's mostly closed, it does function as an inn, but it's just you guys there. You're all 5-6 drinks in, Maria included, and she's telling you. So then, when the owner died, there's no one, and he left in the will the deed to the tavern, to the little tiefling girl who. Hey, good man. Drinks to him. Cheers.
Charlotte, not drinking a lot of.
Cheers, man.
Knocks
So
him
we
back.
have money coming in, and I pay for the new booze, and I got all this money left over, and I'm like, well, why don't we start trying to fix the place up? And you guys are immediately reminded of the chandeliers and doilies on the shitty bar tables. So I start buying stuff like that, and more people start coming in, and I shoot all the dirty ones out, and I'm saying this is going to be on the up and up only. And then one day, the guards start showing up, and they're like, hey, why haven't you been paying your taxes? And I'm like, what are taxes?
I see. Ms.
No one ever
Marie,
told me.
have you ever thought about franchising?
Well, no, but so now the owner's dead. I keep telling the guard that he's on vacation, and I'm trying to run the place, but I owe a considerable amount in back taxes.
You know what? You give us 20% of your profits, and we'll pay those taxes in full.
She owes currently 4,000 gold pieces in taxes, and she will start sobbing, hug you. Man, but you're actually a very, very nice little gnome.
I am a very, very nice little gnome.
She accepts it completely. If you want to drop a contract, she looks confused and doesn't know what it says, but she will sign whatever you write down.
I look at Sunny, Qual, Sindra, Morrison.
Okay, I know I said 20, but I think we could really get like 30% out of her.
I think 20. Keep it on the low. You don't want it to start flagging in people's books too high.
You're right. Okay, so 25. We all agree with 25.
Now, is this 25 gross or 25 just from net profits?
Oh no, she knows about this stuff.
Nets. I like nets. I don't like gross things.
Well, gross.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Actually, gross is what is after tax, right? I can't remember. I'm so drunk right now.
Charlotte, use a nat 20 on your charisma check. Just get us out of this.
I will say that you guys don't need to use a nat 20. You can negotiate the way to pay off her back taxes.
You know what? 25% of your monthly profits.
You guys later on can just tell me a number you all decide upon of how much money you want to invest in Citadel. It'll be split among the weapons shop run by a couple of religious gnomes and dwarves. The half-orc dressmaker, she left her barbarian camp to make wedding dresses, and Blessing in the wineskin.
Wait, is that the shop we just skirted into on our way across the bridge? Because we ended up in a clothing shop, right? With through the window.
That might have been the one.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't believe it, but Citadel's actually like plotted out and has like shop owners like predetermined and stuff.
Sunny's gonna give Maria
so.
A silver statuette she stole that was in the shape of a flying carpet in a sandstorm. At least that's what she thinks it is. It's a kind of a bit abstract. It may have just melted at some point. But this is what she's going to give to Maria as like, you know, a gift of friendship and new business. And, you know, because Maria was nice.
Gift of friendship and business. Then if we're giving gifts, free lodging and reasonable amounts of food and wine for life, all of you. I don't want to go to prison, so.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. And Shallot slinks behind the bar and puts his mouth underneath the tap, just turns it on, just like lets it keep coming.
I'm going to need to invest in antibacterial.
And come the morning after shaking off the hangover and waking up bright and early at 3 p.m., you guys are ready to start making some decisions. Jericho did promise he would get you undetected entrance into Wyvern Keep, and it seems as though King Octavian wants you to go there and start building it back up. But that is also one of the major hideouts, it seems, for the attacking group of people that keep attacking Citadel over and over again. So it might be dangerous. What you guys decide to do is up to you.
We need to go into Wyvern Keep and take down the cultists of Zehir.
I agree.
Do we still do we still have the what's that word you guys keep spelling?
BOMBS.
Oh, the BOMBS.
What is that word?
Explosives.
Oh, do we still have those?
That's different. Those words are different things, but I think you mean explosives. And I
Exactly.
give big comical wink to the rest of the party. Doesn't get it.
Exactly. Do we still have explosives?
Ooh, yes.
Maybe.
Good. All right. So what we do is we go into the center of Wyvern Keep. We gather all the cultists up, and then kablooey. Hopefully the damage is minimal, and we don't have to really worry about putting out too much money on.
We'll call that
repair.
Plan D, Demolition Day.
Okay, I like that title. Plan D, and he starts like writing all these plans down. Demolition Day. All right.
You can call it D-Day for short.
Yes, D-Day.
D-Day, you storm the keep and blow everything up.
Right.
Mawson, did you have a suggestion?
Yes. There are a lot of cultists there, we imagine, with those huge big machines of death that they had before. Bad idea for us to go in there with workers, so I agree with Qual's plan that we sneak in there and kill them all. But, what's his name? Jericho has a way of getting us inside undetected. So we need to speak with Jericho again, right? He didn't tell us the way to get in there, as far as I remember.
But he said it's going to be undetected but unprotected. So
Right.
we need to protect ourselves.
Like Jarrus.
So it's a complete 100% foolproof plan.
You guys have plenty of money for most equipments. I will give you that.
I'm okay with my little my duster and my ram's staff. But if you guys want new weapons and armor and stuff, go for it.
Well, maybe we should speak with Jericho first, and we can learn of the nature of what equipment we might need, like explosives, or if we're going to need a lot of armor, or that kind of thing. If we need to hire some people to come with us, maybe. Fighters.
Actors.
Do we
Fighters.
actually know where Wyvern Keep is on a map, i.e. how far away it is?
Yeah,
We
it's
do.
right there on the map, right
on
there.
our map.
Yeah, I know that we have that map. but
It's
characters
1,
have the-
Do our
2,
characters have
3.
Each hex generally is going to take 1 day of travel to cross.
That's
It took you 2 days to get from Jericho's camp. You had
By the way, I'm just wondering if Sunny knows how far we have to go. Charlie knows. Charlie can see the map.
You had camels in that they were able to get you to Citadel in a day and a half to 2 days. So they sped the journey up a little bit. The map you guys have is incomplete. It's a very quick sketching and doesn't really show you what's in between here and there.
But our characters do have the map as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say Fuji has sketched one out on parchment for you with ink.
Okay.
He's like, okay, here's Citadel, here's Wyvern Keep, and you got 2 little dots with no.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be a 4-day trip. 4-day trip.
A 3-hour tour.
Well, we left Jericho's camels tied up just outside of town, right?
Right.
Just outside of the hippo swamp.
But it might be that Jericho's method involves like a tunnel or magic, something like that.
Or explosives.
Oh, could be BOMBS, yes.
What is that word? I'm so frustrated.
Sound it out.
Booms.
That's right, boobs. Now, I give Sonny this really pointed glare, like, grr. Now, let's speak with Jericho, right? It's a good idea. Well, we're wait, already in the tavern?
Yeah, we're in the tavern.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the morning after the night before.
You are in the tavern, and Jericho is nowhere to be seen.
What's
He
that?
was gone. He peaced out, so he said,
Oh,
as you guys left.
oh.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe we could summon him.
We could ask the lady where he went.
Yes. I peek out the door over the railing.
Marie!
I've got such a headache. What do you want? Sorry, friends. I'm trying to get better. Yes, friend.
The creepy guy in the dress that was sitting over in that booth.
That ugly girl you were speaking with.
Yeah. Really ugly girl. Oh my
Yeah.
God. A face only a mother could love. Do you remember where she said she was going?
Didn't say. Actually, didn't even pay her bill. Just left out the front. I was gonna ask if you knew, so we could charge her, but free drinks and all, so I absorbed that.
Right. Damn it, Jericho. Cutting into our profits. I'm gonna cut into his hide. All right. We don't know where Jericho is, so I guess we're gonna try to do this on our own. We need a trebuchet.
What is a
excuse
trebuchet
me?
except for an advanced systems of levers and pulleys?
Ah.
We need a trebuchet and a basket. We all get loaded into the basket. We're flung over the wall. We eject our parachutes. We land in the wall, and then we beat people up. Yeah, That's what heroes do.
You are, Qual, being contacted by the forces of darkness and shadow that sometimes whisper to you. A dark message, a DM telling you that you feel as though Jericho is assuming you guys are going to go there and will probably meet you at some point along the way.
The shadow? Did you just slide into my DMs?
The DMs slid up into your DMs using the DMs.
I look at Qual.
What are you talking about? What is a DM? Dark messages?
Yeah, it stands for dark messages. They're beamed into my brain.
Oh, wow. Well, you gotta stop piercing beyond the veil. The onionverse, the aether between the layers is too much for one mind to handle. You don't want to have to give up an arm and a leg just to see the truth, right?
I feel like you're referencing something I have no understanding of.
You're right. Don't peer beyond the door.
Have you been tasting mushrooms again?
Yeah, too many of those.
All this alchemy has gotten to your brain, Charlotte.
Yep.
Very bad for you.
When I was a small little gnome growing up in the Mages College, I always wanted to study alchemy, but I never understood why you can never turn lead into gold.
Probably messes up the economy. This is beyond my ken. We should go to Wyvern Keep. I think that Jericho has a plan. I think he'll meet us there.
I get that feeling too. All right, let's pack our things. Maybe get a night's rest for once. While we still have nice beds to sleep in, and then we could head off in the morning. Do we want to bring the workers with us? These 150 people who are going to be coming.
I think Fuji would take care of their transportation and they'd meet us there.
Alright, maybe they can meet us there in like a couple of days after we've seen to clearing out all the Zehir, Doobies, bad guys there. Sounds like
Wait.
a plan.
I have an idea.
Oh dear.
What if we get indigenous sand reptiles and we ride them to Wyvern Keep?
What if we find a bunch of sandworms and have them tunnel under Wyvern Keep?
Exactly, but we need a lot of spice for that.
There is.
We have a lot of money.
There are certain kinds of transportation available. You could always buy horses, camels, that kind of thing.
Can we buy a Kodo?
I don't know about that.
Darn.
Dude, that is the one thing Ardal Horror campaign's missing.
Is a Kodo. Yep.
Yeah.
Like herds.
Herds of
Screw
Kodos.
the hippos. Screw the hippos. You guys just got Kodos down there now.
Nice.
Kodo
We
camp.
have
This is the crossover episode today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are all over the map.
All the onion verses.
All the layers of the onion verse are
Tell me what
folding
you
in.
guys have anything aside from what you've already normally been carrying, just anything extraordinary. What all you bring out into the desert, I will tell you that any Ardians will instantly tell you that you need to refill the perma ice inside of your big robes you have, or else you will overheat to death and die.
Yeah, let's get a refill on that.
Right. Marie.
There are a couple of Ardians that hang out in the docks that will refill it for 50 gold a pop. Syndra knows that in Ardalhara, the equivalent money is damn near free. These are refill stations are everywhere. These guys are probably just filling up jugs with the stuff and coming over here to make a profit off of it. But that being said, what other alternatives do you have? It's up to you guys.
All right. So there's dock workers. You know what? Let's just take the perma. We'll invest in their perma ice.
No.
Business.
Wait, that's useful.
That might be
Exactly.
more useful
We
than
can
that.
own the means of production.
We
We
charge
can
them.
seize the means of production.
We should seize them.
Because a lot of people go out into the desert and they need perma ice. Though they could get it for free, we'll say our perma ice lasts 10% longer, but it never does. But people will just buy it because of our brand.
Maybe they'll buy 10% less, though.
It lasts 10% longer, so they all die at the end of their journey. And then you don't have any angry returning customers that can call you on your bullshit.
Yeah, well, Sam's doing the math on this.
You guys have refilled, very stiff now, freezing cold, almost burning your skin. Big suits, almost, big robes.
I know what we'll call the brand. We'll call it the Beast from the East.
The Beast from the East.
Because we're all from the east.
Well, from the East.
And we're bringing the cold to the desert.
Really?
You know what? And we'll call it, instead of perma ice, we'll call it true ice. Better than perma ice, but it's still perma ice.
Ah,
Yeah,
What we
yeah.
need
that's
to
quite a
look at-
racket you've got going on.
What we need to look at is water, because the Ardean water is very questionable. No
I
offense, Sindra.
I don't know. I hope you're right. I hope you are indeed right. My dear Sonny. And he pats her on the
She'll stoop.
on the head. There we go. Thank
What
you.
else?
We have water and food. I'll throw that in there. Protection from the heat. Is there anything especially out of the ordinary that you guys are going to try to bring that I wouldn't say you found of beforehand?
I do-
The giant falcons of Ardahara.
Hmm.
We're gonna fly there.
I said things out of the ordinary I wouldn't expect you to bring. Like that's just a statement. of travel.
I'm so glad that Strider just expects us to bring like the batshit craziest things.
Can we like hunt down someone that sells like basic anti-venoms and things for like the scorpions and the snakes in this park?
What a genius idea. You have no idea how relevant that is. Yes, you can. Local alchemist Fuji would say Casper could make a 10 times better one, but she's busy and doesn't always like to talk to people. So you guys can purchase local anti-venoms. You tell me how many you were bringing along. We are not talking about dozens or hundreds. You're probably talking about like 6 or 7.
Well, yeah, just enough for us.
You guys get 7 vials of anti-venom. Someone make a note somewhere because I will forget.
Okay.
Anything else?
Do we want any like healing potions? Do we get any of those? Would be useful. We do die a lot. Maybe each get a
You
healing
guys-
potion.
As long as you're spending your money on this stuff, sure, I'll give you 7 of those as well.
Alrighty.
We, get, like,
We
sunscreen.
invest in the apothecary.
Yeah, like, can we buy into this place too?
Everywhere we go, we demand like a 75% discount, and we'll invest into them.
You know, the one thing that every adventurer needs is a couple of health potions, a couple of mana potions. Cherry and blueberry.
You guys have cherry and grape. They were out of blueberry.
No, it's one of those hybrids that give you
Oh.
health over time and magic regen.
Uninvested. I'm out.
I'm-
You guys begin your travel out into the desert on the next morning. You slog through the marshy hippos. And then very quickly it turns to hard dirt, grass for about a mile. And then the sands of Aralhara stretch in front of you once again. Upon traveling, you are not very far. In fact, you might even still see some of the glimmering lights in the sky of Citadel. When sands underfoot start to shift, movement, little trails can be seen. No pincers or heads or anything, but black tails start popping up out of the sand, almost like shark fins working their ways over towards you guys.
just keep moving.
I don't mean the little pet scorpion-sized scorpions. I mean, the tails are about the size of shallot.
Ah.
Yep, just keep moving. Nope. Look, there was this one time I was on a lair where we had actual land sharks, and this was a good idea. We didn't notice them, so they didn't notice us. We don't see them, they don't see us. That is sound logic.
That's how that works.
Using the shark metaphor, they're circling in a big circle around you, almost like sharks. And you would say you're completely surrounded. Sand starts to morph ahead, this one not following you guys, but much larger. Emerging from the sand is shiny. A human scalp?
Ah.
It raises up higher, and indeed there is a large, square-chinned face. A muscular torso. And then the black scorpion legs start crawling up out of the sand. The viewer decision, a scorpion king. You guys are beset by a large, poorly CGI'd Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Half man, half scorpion.
I'm strangely attracted to the half man, half scorpion.
And I believe we
Me
were
too.
ending at 4:20 today, so
Beautiful.
if that is correct, this is the perfect way to stop being beset by Dwayne Johnson as the Scorpion King.
Poorly CGI Dwayne.
That is
comes
the
out.
image I want in your guys' head. Everything's super photorealistic. This is real. It's a good campaign. And then you guys have a CGI monster to fight next time.
I love it.
Incredible.
Incredible. Well, we're wrapping up a little earlier than usual today, guys. I got to head off to do Save or Dice here on the hour, and I've got to do all the production flats. I've got to do some setup, but we'll be back same time next week. Of the earlier start time, we're moving the show forwards to 4 p.m. rather than 4:30 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 p.m. over in the UK. So you still get plenty of Sands of Zehir coming around each week. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. If you enjoyed the show, hit the follow button and join us. And I'll be back online tomorrow on Encounter Roleplay at 1 p.m. Eastern for more Tales from the Twisted Tower, followed by the Great Gallery of Grunrundi for the most alliterative day of Dungeons and Dragons you could possibly hope for. Also on the hour, I'll be over on youtube.com/Save or Dice with Nerdarchy, Taking 20, and WebDM. I'm playing a dwarf called Grindlebrew, who is a divorced 850-year-old dwarf who is, for the first time, coming out of his cave to adventure with 3 halfling cousins. It's going to be fun. Let's go around the Castle Kurilo. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find you guys online? Strider, excellent job as always. What do you think about tonight's show?
I have fun. I never know what to expect with you guys. Tackling Casper down and escaping through the sewers did not run through my mind. And then, I panicked when you guys were talking about maybe we should just run off to Ardalhara's capital and just leave the storyline behind. We don't need that. Next week, we are getting into some hardcore D&D. I'm talking pieces on a board, moving around, blowing things up, and sieging a castle. So that's going to be tons of fun. Jericho has some crazy shit planned for them. So catch me here next week, you guys.
Awesome
Sandy.
stuff. Indeed. Let's go back round in reverse order. So, James, usual questions.
What a great game. I'm there were so many good references in that session. Like I'm struggling to count them all. Whether it's Full Metal Alchemist or The Mummy with a poorly CGI Dwayne Johnson. Thank you so much, Strider and everyone. If you want to find me online, I'm a D&D game designer. I do work for Wizards of the Coast and Cobalt Press and Green Ronin and other personal projects, and you can follow all that stuff I do on Twitter at James J. Hake. I have a little doobly-doo above my head. I'll see you next week.
Great
Did
stuff.
you say The Mummy? I love Tom Cruise.
No!
Cut the stream.
We
It's
gotta
over.
go. We gotta go.
You're done.
Amazing. Still Fulu.
That was an amazing session. Lots of fun to be back for sure. Definitely missed the craziness that is the Sands of Zehir. I talk about D&D stuff on my Twitter a lot and do some art things on occasion too. So you can just find me at my Twitter handle at Sulthulu as above my head as well. So
Great
yeah,
stuff.
see you guys next week.
Amazing. And Zippy Zippo.
Hi, I'm Zippy Zippo. You can find me here on Twitch at Zippy_Zippo, where we do a bunch of cool variety gaming. And we are delving into the wondrous wonders that is Vermintide 2, because that is coming out on the 8th. But you can catch me here every Wednesday, where I love to play Charlotte Weatherfields with this amazing cats. Just being little senile old Charlotte. Let's do it.
Great stuff. Great stuff. And last but not least, Charlie.
I love this game so much. I was so sad when we missed those sessions, but we're back, and next session is going to be crazy. You can find me at Frost and Fire on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else. Tomorrow I'm playing on Young Jinxie's channel. That's another D&D game. If you're not busy here, check that out there. That's 8 o'clock UK.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's been a lot of fun, as per usual, with Nameless Horrors earlier on and Sands of Zehir today. Catch me on the hour for Save or Dice. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, for Tales from the Twisted Tower. Thank you guys for all the donations, all the follows today. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon. Until then, try not to draw too many nat ones, because we want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Bye.
See ya.